We have such important work to do for the country. And I keep talking about the fact that I'm from South Carolina. I was born here, lived a lot of my youth here. And I was talking about it for a reason. Because it means that I understand your way of life. I understand what's happening in your lives. Nobody has to explain it to me. I lived it. I know it very, very well. I know what it's like to go to a high school football game on Friday night, to go to church on Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night. It's the way that I grew up. And there's a big difference between having a President of the United States who comes from you, understands what's happening in your life, cares personally about what you're going through, and a candidate that jets in from New York or Chicago and then jets back out of the state. They are not the same thing. And so, and I hope some of you got to see the debate on Monday night from Myrtle Beach. You know, I watched up close the sniping and the personal bickering going on between Senator Clinton and Senator Obama, and I was proud that night to be able to represent the grown-up wing of the Democratic Party. And the sniping and the fighting has just continued since Monday night, all the way through this week. And what this is about is they're in the business of tearing each other down. I'm in the business of building you up and giving you a real chance. While that fighting goes on, not a single child gets health care. Not a single child will be able to go to college. Not a single job will be created here in the state of South Carolina. None of the problems that this country is faced with are going to change. We have to understand, these candidates have to understand, it is not about them. It is about you. It is about what we're going to do to make your lives better. You have been ignored too long. It is time to have a President of the United States who understands you and who stands up for you. It is time that we have real economic fairness in America so that everybody in this country gets a real chance. So, this is the way I think about this. I'm the underdog. I know it. I understand it. I'm running against two glitzy candidates who raised over $100 million each. They have all the money in the world. But here's what they don't have. They don't have you. I've got you. And I'm telling you, I'd rather have you all day long. Because if I've got you with me in this fight, we are going to be successful. And I want to be sure that you know, when you're reaching out to your friends between now and Saturday, it's not far away, to get them to come to the polls. Your neighbors, your friends, get on the phone. Get them to the polls. And it doesn't have to be Democrats. If they didn't vote in that election, that primary last Saturday, they can vote this Saturday. And you should get every single person, particularly around here, get them to the polls. Because you get them to the polls, they're going to vote for me. You just got to get them there. So what we need you to reach out to your friends and neighbors and just tell them, we got a homeboy running for President of the United States, and it's time for you to go to the polls and vote for him. So I appreciate you being here. We're all proud to be back with you. Well, it's always wonderful for me to see my family, who I don't ever get to see enough. I love them all dearly. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of every single one of them. I want them to know that. They helped raise me. All the family that I have here helped get me to this place that I am today. And they mean the world to me. They really do. And I'll just say to all of you, you know, I mentioned earlier, watching your parents and grandparents work and sacrifice for you so that you can have a better life. They have now passed this torch to us. This responsibility is now our responsibility. And here's what we can do here in South Carolina this Saturday. We can start a tidal wave of change. A tidal wave of change that sweeps across this country with a power and a force that literally cannot be stopped. And when that tidal wave of change is finished, and every single one of you are going to be a part of that tidal wave. When that tidal wave of change is finished, what every one of us will be able to do is we're going to be able to look our children in the eye and say, we did for you exactly what our parents and our grandparents did for us. We made absolutely certain that we left America better than we found it, and that we gave you a better life than we had. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. It's such an honor for me to be back in Seneca, to be here